Welcome back everyone, Mr. Terminal here. Now we are looking into deploying a deployment. So we already have these files. Let me create a new one. Let me copy those ports into one. Just two deployment, although it's completely different, but will help me a little bit. So let's work on the deployment YML. Now for deployment YML, this is the API that version you need, and kind is of course deployment, not a pod. Metadata, let me change it. Let's just call it MZ, use demo. Perfect. And specifications of our deployment. So this doesn't really work here, so we need to specify the use cases of our deployment. In here, the first thing you want to know is how many replicas you need. So if you don't know what replicas are or how deployment works, check out the concepts video for that. Yeah, replicas, let me just go with 3 or let's go with 5. So it will keep track of 5. Next, we want to give it a template of what our pod is going to look like. So it will have its own metadata. Now this is pod section. The above one is the one here. This is about deployment. This is for pod. So we can pretty much go with the same thing. Labels, but pay attention to the labels here. Use demo, and in the indentation where metadata is, you want to specify the specification of pods. Now the one above is the specification of deployment. This is giving a specification of the pod. So what kind of pod we need? Well, it will have containers. You remember that from the pod one, and you're going to give one container here. Name is going to be Nginx. Let me just call it Nginx con. Image, it's going to use Nginx, of course the latest one. And what else we want to say? Ports is going to be, let's just call it container. We are going to specify the container port, and for Nginx it's 80. So yeah, but we are not done yet. So in replicas you have said we need 5 pods, but for a deployment it's structured that way. You have to specify which pods do you want. So for that we have a keyword of selector. How will it know which pods? So we are going to match the labels. That basically means the pods with these labels, and here's the significance of labeling them, get to have pod 5 replicas, and subsection of match labels would be the same ones we used here, because this is what you want to replicate, these pods. So label was using them, and that's it. Our deployment is configured. We're going to test it. Hopefully there is no error. kubectl create from file deployment. I forgot to start my container, so we are going to create it, and deployment is created. Our code was perfect. So pods, if you check, you will have 5 of them running, and get deploy, you can just go for deploy, and our deployment is up to date. We asked for 5 and we have available 3, so it's still working to get them, and we have 5 of them. So even if you get pods now, all of them are working perfectly fine. And few days, if you wanna delete pod, suppose it goes down, then it will just recreate it, because it keeps looking for the pods. So I just deleted it and it's back again, up and running again. The same pod is not there, obviously, the one ending with LBX PS. That's not here. We have another pod in that place and it's replaced so fast. That's why we use deployment. And quickly, if I wanna show you how quickly we can change. Now I don't need 5 replicas, I need 2. So when you apply these changes, I already did, that's why it says unchanged. You will get your replicas as 2, and that's how deployment works. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.